we are down to the final 2 in the hats. I'm having a bit of a weird one today. Like mentally, I've switched off for Christmas. I don't want to go running. I just want to chill. I want to be back home with my family, celebrating Christmas. Like I'm at the dinner table pulling crackers, but I still have 2 more runs to go. Hello Stormy, yes. And the last 2 are unbelievable, really. They're 2 hours or 10 minutes. I think we might have to just have that there because I don't really want to be going for a run. Like I'm just mentally switched off. The fact that it's either going to be 2 hours or 10 minutes either one of those is just an absolute no on days like this. If I was choosing how far I was going to run on my own, then hold on, he's laying down. I thought he was going to move the camera. If I was choosing myself, it probably would be like a 5k day or like a 4-mile day, taking it easy just to kind of like get myself out of the house and get something done. Either one of these I'm not really too keen on doing today, to be honest. Let's see which one I'm going to be tackling today. I was holding the other one and then I swapped them over. And the thing about picking today is I'll know which one I had before I swapped. When I've done that before, I have no idea what I've swapped it for. Okay, you guys get to see first. Is it 120? Okay, 2 hours. Thing is as well, I've just got back from the school run and it's really cold. It's quite icy as well in some parts, not like slippery icy paths. I just mean like it's like frost on the grass, so I don't really know what the training area is going to be like. But if I'm going to be running for 2 hours, then I need to do an hour out and an hour back. If I don't do that, there is always a chance that I will have to battle in my head with going back and stopping the run early. Right, let's get wrapped up, let's get warm. There is 10 minutes left in this hat and I will be putting that out tomorrow. As long as I'm okay, I'm sure I will be. I will pull that out tomorrow, but right, 2 hours. Let's get dressed. I'm not too far into this run, but I'm a lot further in than I would normally be to update you guys. Basically, my thought process was I'm really struggling, and you've seen the first 20 minutes of like 9 other runs. One thing I will point out, with the school run this morning, it was so cold. Like it is frosty, like I said this morning, but the puddles around this training area, they are like there is ice over the top. I mean, it's not thick ice, you couldn't walk on it obviously, but it is frozen at the top. It's definitely cold. So I decided to put on a running jacket. I've decided to go with this year's London Marathon rejection jacket. It's quite thick, and I also went with Gymshark leggings as well. So I'm running jacket and leggings, which is a combo I don't pull out often, but there is parts over there, I don't know if you can see, but there is sunlight. So if I was running over there, the sun would be on me and I'll be sweating, like the sun is coming out. But I'm gonna head towards here because I want clouds, I want cold. I'm really hot and I think I might have ruined it for me. Like if I overdress or if I underdress, it really ruins a run. That has been like the main thing I've been battling with, is body temperature. The plan is really I'm going to be going as slow as possible. I think I'm averaging like 11:30, I can't remember, and that's too quick. I don't want to be going at that pace. I know that sometimes like you go a little bit harder in the first mile. I know I do. My energy storage is kind of like a lot higher than what it will be soon. The sun, I'm not happy about that sun. I need to chase those clouds. Half an hour in now, guys, and I'm in high spirits. It's turned out to be a really nice start to the run. I finally got to the flatter part of this run. The main part of the hills is obviously back there, so that's the start of the run, and the end of the run is going to be hilly. So when I end up coming back down here on the way back, this is where I'll start to think, oh no. So I need to account for the fact that I'm going to have slowed down by the time I get back there. So maybe I'll turn around a bit before the hour mark, but either way, I'm halfway in the first half, so I'm a quarter of the way done. I realise I haven't got any clips of like montages in between. I've just had to knuckle down and really focus on keeping the pace easy and just keep going, you know, because sometimes when I'm vlogging my runs, my thought is just like, oh, clip, and then I kind of forget that I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. So I've been doing that on this run, which is good, and I'm really grateful that I did that because I feel really nice, like I feel good. A lot of the time when it comes to these sort of long runs, or any difficult run in general, to be honest, I find myself thinking of the entirety of the whole run. Obviously I'm half an hour in, I've got an hour and a half left, and if I think about that I could spiral and think I can't imagine myself doing an hour and a half of running at this point. And it's the same sort of thing that I would go through in other parts of my life. So during my weight loss, which I have picked up again, I'll be doing an update because I have lost some weight towards the end of this year, and maybe I'll speak about it in the next video, but I think I'm going to do a dedicated one in January sometime. But obviously in terms of my weight loss, I had a lot of weight to lose in the beginning, and just like everyone else, I had to start somewhere, and I had to start with those numbers. And running 10 minutes in thinking I've got 1 hour 50 to go, losing 1 pound thinking I've got 89 to go, it can be really, really off-putting. In fact, it is always actually off-putting, but what I found helped me is having the thought process of celebrating the little wins and taking it step by step. So I like to picture the stairs. When I'm going up the stairs, I don't have to make one big jump to get to the top. That would be impossible, but I will get to the top as long as I take it one step at a time. And my next move is put my foot on the step. All the cows are there now. Oh. Anyway, and then my next move will be take the next step, then the next step. Oh, that's 3 miles. So it literally is one step at a time, and before you know it, the steps you have left become less, and it's a lot more manageable to think about taking the next step than it is about taking the rest, the whole lot in one go. That's why chopping up my runs like this, the run your mile you're in tactic that I use, it's so helpful for me. I saw someone online use a really good visual as well, which is if you take a roll of toilet roll and imagine that's your long run or your weight loss. Sometimes when you do the little things, like you take that one step, you feel like you're not really progressing anywhere. You feel like it's just going to take forever. What's the point? But if you take one sheet of paper off, one day at a time, eventually that toilet roll gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's a really good visual for me because before you know it, you start to notice that the toilet roll is smaller. It's a little bit smaller than it was before. And then all of a sudden you're like, it is quite a lot smaller. And that's because you've done a little bit every single day. And changes are happening. You just might not notice it the day that you pull that one piece of tissue off. I need to get my music on and lock in again. So I'm getting tired. I'm turning around a bit early. There we go, did it. I'm turning around a bit early. It's like 55 minutes in. But I obviously have a feeling that I'm going to be slower on the way back than I was on the way out. I am really, really warm. I definitely overdressed. But at the same time, down there it was so cold. And I was really grateful for this jacket. Now not so much, but what can we do? I'm hot, I'm warm, but I'm keeping a good, easy pace. I'm really proud of myself for that. Right, but let's keep going. Oh. I don't even know if this clip is even going to make it into the video, but I don't know if the runner's high is like kicked in this run now. But look at what I'm doing. Like, look at what I'm doing. Out here with this beautiful view, running. I'm running towards, you can't see the view that I'm looking at by doing that. Like, before I started this running journey, I can't tell you how unhappy I was. You know those videos that you see online which is like, you think you can hurt me, and then they show a clip of like a 2-hour zone 5 run. It's because no one is ever going to be as horrible to you as you can be to yourself, but no one can ever be as supportive to you as you can to yourself as well. It works both ways, and I never knew that. I was so overweight, so unhappy. I didn't have the life that I wanted, and now look what I do now for fun. I just wish I could go back in time and just hug past me and celebrate past me, because she's amazing, and I'm trying to be her every day, because back then I had to work so hard and I had to overcome so many struggles. And yes, I work hard now, I work just as hard now as I did then, but I have now overcome things. I'm not self-conscious. I believe that I can do things because I have done them before. I know I can. I've built habits, have a whole new lifestyle. But past me didn't. I was starting from scratch. And my drive and ambition back then, who she was, who I was, is who I'm trying to be every single day. Because at the end of the day, I didn't come this far just to come this far. I never saw this in my future. I never saw this as an end goal. I never saw this as a thing. I just wanted to lose weight and run a bit. So I may not have any big exciting goals, new things I haven't done before planned, but isn't that what makes it so exciting? It's the journey of getting there that makes getting there worthwhile. I'm going to enjoy this run a bit more before the hills come. I've got to that hill and I nearly ran all of it. Look, I've ran up there and I've only got that bit left to walk. So I'm quite proud of myself actually for that. I'm sweating. I'm about to be as red as my vest. It's a theme, guys, it's a theme. You know what, it's actually ticking by. Like, it's nice. This run is going as good as I could have thought that it would go. I've doubted myself the whole way through with this 2-hour run, thinking it was going to be brutal, and it's not. It's been quite nice actually, which is a really lovely surprise. I think doing minutes instead of miles is really nice because it takes the pressure off. And I don't know if I've said this before in a video, I think I might have, but I think I am going to carry that on into 2025. Yeah, so just getting yourself to go out the house and run for 40 minutes, and then if you have to take a walk break, include the walk. You don't have to do what I do and pause it. Like, I've paused it now because I want 2 hours of solid running, so if I do have to walk like this, I don't want to be like running the clock down. But if I wasn't doing a challenge and I was just getting out the house for a run, what's the harm in running the clock down for a little bit and having a walk break? Still getting out there and doing it. I'm at the top of the hill and I don't want to waste it. I'm going to get running. It feels really nice. I definitely overdressed. I think a long sleeve would have been a good idea, but just not a thick long sleeve. Got 25 minutes left of this run, and yeah, I feel like I've come back just as fast as I've gone out. I have been sort of checking my pace to make sure I stay easy paced, but I haven't been checking it in that much detail, you know, how each mile is doing. They're ticking over under my sleeve and I'm just not looking. I don't reckon turning around 5 minutes early was worth it. I probably could have definitely kept going for 5 minutes, and those extra 5 minutes out would have been another 5 minutes back. So I've got to make up 10 minutes going this way, which I thought I would make up by going a lot slower than I am right now. I don't know, we'll see what happens. It still might work out perfect. Fingers crossed it does. go, 2 hours, finished. And it honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, like, at all. That just leaves us with one run left of Runmas 2024, and it's going to be 10 minutes. I know what I'm running tomorrow now, which is quite nice. It's a luxury that I haven't had this whole time. Let me know in the comments below if you're following along, how you're getting on. Even if you're not following along and you're just training in the winter, just let me know how you're getting on. If you want to give me a Christmas treat this year, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. If you've watched this far, you're basically already a virtual running buddy, so hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys very soon for the last Runmas vlog on Christmas Eve. Bye guys!